I'd like to welcome you all here tonight and personally thank you for showing your support for our organization, FrontLine First. My name's Jason Ramos. I'm a 28-year law enforcement professional, and for the past 4 years, I've been a board member for FrontLine First. As many of you know, our first responders and their families are on the front line of many of the problems facing our communities and our nation today. By being here tonight, you are helping all of us to work toward a future where our prized and important members of our communities are given all the tools they need to lead fulfilling and rewarding lives after experiencing trauma. Our goal is to provide support and counseling for first responders and their families when they need it. Through your charitable donations, we continue to make this a reality.
My name is Bao Mai. I've been working with the Sacramento Sheriff's Office for about 15 years. It's got to a point where people around me start to notice. So that's when I was like, I have to do something. After the first day, one of the biggest things is you feel like a weight has lifted off of you. You stress so much on being control of the situation, control of your life. You just kind of forgot to enjoy your life.
Hi, my name is Brendan Harris, and I'm a Deputy Sheriff at the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office, and I've been with the office for the last 12 years. We had one line of duty death where I was very close to the officer that we lost. I had trained him. I was close to his family. I always understood that these things happen, but not necessarily internalizing that it happened. I felt like I wasn't coming out of the funk that I was feeling. I would try some things and it really wouldn't work, or things that normally worked for me in the past wasn't working, and I just didn't care. So there was just a lack of empathy for myself, I guess would be a better way of putting it. Realize that there's another way forward rather than where you're at right now.
My name is Colin Mason, and I am retired. I've got approximately 33 years in public service. It came to a point where my wife said she was done. My other family members had pushed away, and other family members had had enough. And it was at that point that I realized something needed to be done. That class was extremely helpful for me. It allowed me, one, to realize that I could open up and kind of get this out. And then I realized I'm not alone. So maybe I could do this.
My name's Eric Oviedo.
I'm Valina. I'm a fire wife to this lovely man. After Eric's accident, we tried our best to get on with everything as usual. We sought out help in a traditional sense of therapy, and that was instrumental in us healing and helping, but it always felt like there was something missing.
It's kind of refreshing to hear, knowing that you're not the only one that goes through these things. There's a lot of people out there that struggle with mental health, and their lives are affected with it, and it changes the lives of their family members as well. So it's just nice to hear everyone's unique stories, and then everyone coming together in the healing process and finding a way to get through the dark times. So that's also nice as well.
I think that peace that we feel is something that we wish we could tell other people from where we're sitting now. It's just that it's been instrumental in our healing and refinding faith and reconnecting as a couple, as a family, and I'm so thankful for that.
I'm Vicki Stanfill, and I am the founder and executive director of FrontLine First. The primary purpose of FrontLine First is to work with our first responders to help them process and heal from critical incidents and traumatic events. Whether it's peer support or chaplains or therapy or FrontLine First, it benefits the department overall. I saw that there was a large gap in what was available to our first responders. If you're a first responder and you've never had a critical incident or some kind of traumatic event, these classes are still for you. The time to get ready is before you need to be ready.
FrontLine First supports our first responders in the greater Sacramento area by aiding other nonprofit organizations that also support them. We stayed vigilant and faithful to this purpose and attended many events in 2023. Here are a few of many important events that we showed our support for. In January, our members participated in Law Enforcement Appreciation Day by assembling and delivering snack baskets to many various law enforcement locations throughout Sacramento County. From May 11th through 16th, we attended Police Week in Washington, D.C. with 5 FrontLine First members. We visited the National Law Enforcement Memorial and joined in all the associated events. In October, our members of FrontLine First attended the Reboot Conference in Nashville, Tennessee. During the course of this year, we also conducted a handful of 2-day evening classes, as well as several 6-week courses. We attended many local briefings, coordinated critical incident debriefings, and we had the solemn honor of assisting Del Norte County with the funeral for one of their fallen deputies. As we move into the future together, it is of the highest importance that we continue to strengthen our bonds of community with other like-minded organizations. We are very much looking forward to 2024 and all of our planned events. Speaking of 2024, I'd like to bring to your attention a few things that have been on our minds here at our organization. Statistics are showing a huge increase in staffing shortages and rising physical and psychological tolls on already stressed first responders. It's estimated that 30% of first responders develop behavioral health conditions as compared with 20% in the general population. In 2023, 67% of firefighters and 51% of EMS professionals said their stress levels are negatively impacting other aspects of their health. Also of note, 68% of law enforcement officers are more concerned about on-duty safety due to short staffing. Unfortunately, we expect these numbers to increase during the course of this year. The time is now to step in and help. The time is now to take action and show support by spreading the word to all those in our first responder family that they are not alone. It's okay to ask for help. We're here to stand with you and your family in your time of need. By the end of 2024, we hope to have completed many more of our 2-day classes and 6-week evening classes. Every year, we're strengthening our foundations and building a brighter future for our friends, for our peers, for our first responders. With your thoughtful donations, we'll make this year even more successful than our last year of unwavering assistance for these men and women. Thank you all so much for being here and for your continued support.